big family. We are all mother and father, you know. People have spent 25 years here. Some of guardians raising us up, you know, taking care of us, you know, giving shower to us when we were very young. So now I think it's our time to do something that we have gotten. And yes, so that's why it's very pleasant and very satisfying. Hard, but very satisfying. So, and ultimately what matters is your satisfaction. How much you have done, it cannot be measured through, let's say, I don't know what kind of success, outward success and so on. But when you, in the evening when you go to bed and you feel, oh, I did this, I have helped this and that gives a lot of satisfaction. Point of time, I look after the school and I am the director and principal of the school, and I take care of the children, their needs, and making plans, yearly plans for the children. And when they come, when new children they arrive in the ashram, I look at their background, I check their capacity and so on, and appropriately we try to find the right environment, right classes for those children. Ready, Aina? Huh? Okay, ready? I came to the ashram when I was 4 years old. My parents are from a very remote area in Gulmi, and they were not able to support me for my education and so on. So they brought me to this ashram. I studied here till class 10. That's about, I was like 12 years old. And then I was staying, and ashram was sponsoring for my studies outside. And I used to come in the afternoon, let's say about 11, 12 in the afternoon, I used to come back to the ashram, and I used to take care of the children who were younger than me. I've been teaching, you know, since then. I was not sure what I wanted to do in life, and things have changed. You know, I made some plan, but things have changed. You know, so I decided when I finished my studies in Europe, in Germany, I decided to come back to the ashram, and because I was brought up here, and I couldn't find something more meaningful to do than, you know, be with the children. Give them what I have gotten from this ashram and from the environment that I was brought up, you know. And I was brought up with the education, with that kind of thinking where one had to, you know, the meaning of life was to actually to go deep within us and try to find who we are, what our existence means in this world. And I think working with children is the best way of, you know, finding yourself who you are, you know, loving them, taking care of them. It's not always good. You find your shortcomings, you see. When you are working with the children, you have to be patient, you have to be really, you have to find their problems, you know, you have to try to find their problems, and sometimes you are not capable of doing that. And then you reflect back and you sit back, and, you know, you develop in that way. And also this is a society. It's like a big family.
Green, Y, E, L, L, O, W.
We are like 200 people, so there are a lot of conflicts, a lot of problems that arise. But at the same time, it's an opportunity for us to grow. It's a big opportunity. You know, if you are grown up in a small house, small family, it's really difficult to really get the larger picture of life, all the feelings and emotions and so on. But here it's like that. This ashram is found on the principles of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Sri Aurobindo's idea of life, as he says in the book, the integral yoga. Integral yoga means combination of all the aspects of life. See, life has different aspects: physical, mental, vital, and so on. So he combines all these aspects, and he tells that these aspects, they need to be nurtured in order to understand all the potential of this life. This life is immense. This life has so many dimensions, and to understand these things, we need to focus on developing each aspects of life. So that's what Swami Ramchandra Das, the founder of this organization, founder and president of this organization, he wants to do in Nepal also. And to bring about these changes, to bring about certain ideas into practice, certain experiences into practice, it is important to make that kind of environment. So I think he realized that the best way to do something what Sri Aurobindo wanted was through children, giving them right environment, giving them right education, right attitude, right discipline, and so on. So he started this organization, nurturing small children. He started with 1 children, and now we are a big family of around 200. Now we have 3 centers in 3 different parts of Nepal. One is in Kathmandu, the one which was established in 1993, the beginning one. And then he started another center in Kolua, which is about 200 kilometers away from here, and another about 400 kilometers away where he was born actually. Just next to his village, he has started another center. So here, generally, we have different age groups. So some of the children are like 18 months. The age of the children ranges from 18 months to 18, 19, 20, and so on. So each of them have their own different timetables and schedules. But generally, in the morning, waking up time the waking up time is about 4 a.m. And then some of them, younger ones, very small ones, they wake up at around 6 a.m. Some students, they take part in various different activities, like helping in the kitchen, helping in the cowshed, helping in the garden, and so on for 45 minutes to 60 minutes, 1 hour. Cleaning and so on. There are plenty of things that we have to do every day, so they help us in that. Around 6:30, 6:45, let's say. Around 6:45, they take their morning very light breakfast, in the sense just cup of milk and some sprouts, and then they go to the school at 7, and they have to do their homeworks, and somebody will be there to guide them in the morning. At 7, they have to do their homeworks, they have to prepare for the whole day, and so on. And then they will have lunch. In Nepal, lunch is at about 9 o'clock in the morning. And at 10, they have to again go to the school to attend the classes now.
Attention, cover up, hands down, cover up, hands down, cover up.
Teachers, they take classes till 4 in the evening, and at 1:30 they have a break, small break for 40 minutes. They will have some snacks at that time. It could be porridge, it could be some different Nepali dishes, and so on. And at 4 they come back from the school. School gets over at 4, and then they have again 45 minutes to 1 hour. They have again small seva as service, cleaning and mopping, helping in the kitchen, helping in the cowshed, different activities till 5. And then after 5, most of the children, they take part in sports, um, play football, play badminton, or play some other games and so on, do some exercise and so on. And at 6:30, they will have dinner. Dinner starts at 6:30. They finish their dinner by 7. And 7:30, we have, every day, we have meditation. Or there could be chanting. And once in a week, we have television. Some good movies or some documentary or something like that. The older children, they do their homework, or some teacher will be teaching some extra classes. They take some extra classes till 9, 10 p.m. and then all of them, they go to bed. Yeah, that's the normal, routine. It's a big day. They have interest in learning everything. If you provide right environment, you see, they want to do something. They don't want to sit silently or be passive and be unproductive. They want to do something. So you have to find the right person. You have to find the right job for the right person. If you do that, then they are always busy engaging themselves in what they want, and they really enjoy that. Children come here through different connections. It's been already like 25 years now, so we have certain, networking with various different people. And these people, when they find someone who is in problem, who is in need, they come to us and they ask us if it is possible to, bring them here. And when they talk to their parents, and when parents come to the ashram, we take a small sort of interview kind of thing, and we ask them what they want from the ashram, what are their expectations from the ashram. And once we talk with the parents or with someone relatives, sometimes not everyone has parents. Most of them, they do not have parents. So we talk to the relatives or some villagers or someone who is distantly related to them, and then if we find it that we can accommodate them, we accommodate them here. Children come from various different backgrounds here. Children, some of them, they do not have parents. Some of them, they are extremely from very poor background. Some of them, their parents, one of their like mother has left them or father has left them. Parents are not good in the sense that they drink and they are not supporting their family. Sometimes children from streets also, they come. So we have children from various different backgrounds and from all over Nepal. If you look at one child and if you look at the other, they look really different. Nepal is very diverse also. If you see Nepalese towards the Indian border, you see them really different. If you go to the Himalayas, the children there are very different.
Yes.
And if you go to the hilly region like Kathmandu, they look really different. So if you come here, you will see you won't believe that they are from the same country or same place. They look really different. The purpose of Sri Aurobindo's yoga is to be divine actor, not to be guided by physical wants or mental wants and so on, but to experience divine and be guided by the divine and do what he wants us to do. And by that, we become liberated, we become satisfied, we become happy, we become able to communicate with each and everything that is around us. We will be able to appreciate children, look at their innocence and enjoy and see that divine is in them. Look at the flowers, and the beauty behind the flowers, the dogs, the cats, and all the creation. You see, the moment one is capable of realizing that there is divine everywhere, will be always happy. So that's the purpose. For that, we have to educate ourselves, we have to work with our problems, we have to work with our desires, it's a lifelong struggle, lifelong process of actually, trying to make better of ourselves, trying to be better version of ourselves. In correct order to form. The ashram rule is that once a child is admitted to the ashram, it is kind of mandatory for them to be here till they finish their school year. That's like age of 18. And then after that they have, we ask them to serve the ashram for a year. For a year they have to either be in Kathmandu center or be in Gulmi center or Tarai center. And they have to serve the ashram. And after that, if they are planning to, go somewhere and continue with their life, they are always welcome. They are always free to do that. And if they say, no, I will stay here and I will continue my studies here, I want to go to this university, I want to study this subject, ashram is also ashram would be very much happy to, sponsor for their studies, for their education, for their future. And if somebody wants to do business, I want to do business, ashram is always ready to find a way to actually support them. And now we have some students, those who are doing master's degree, like 23, 24 years old. Some are doing bachelor's studies, like again 20 to 23 years old. And they are also helping the ashram, at the same time. Whenever they are free, they take part in ashram activities, and like with them we are running the school actually. In the morning they go to the university, they attend the university, and in the afternoon or in the evening, whenever they are free, they are willing to take classes. You are given something, your responsibility, and if you have to complete your responsibility, if you have to do that, you need to build that leadership, that quality of actually accomplishing all those things. We get a lot of guests from different countries here. Basically, either it's because they want to actually participate in community service, or they want to learn about yoga, they want to learn about the philosophy behind our organization, they want to help us, and they want to experience what ashram life is. So we have guests from all over the world. The first dance will reflect the Nepali culture, the traditional culture. The farming, the mountains, and it talks about various Nepali beauty and Nepali traditions and so on. So I hope you get to see that. Okay, let's start. And when they come, we have different yoga courses. Some of them they want to stay in Kathmandu and do a few days of yoga course. Some of them they want to go to another branch, Gulmi and Kodua, and they want some kind of retreat. They want and they like discourses on philosophy, Sri Aurobindo's philosophy, way of life, organic food, different things. I think around few hundred tourists they come in a year. We can accommodate about 40 guests at a time. So at this point of time, we are constructing a meditation hall just nearby here, around the Samadhi, the relics of Sri Aurobindo, which will accommodate at least around more than 200 people at a time. You can sit and meditate. And school is under construction, our new school, which can accommodate more children, because our old school is quite small and not very spacious. We don't have many rooms to actually do so many things. And we want to, Swamiji, the founder, he has also a lot of interest in establishing a cheese factory. Because we have a good amount of milk production every day in Tarai, the other branch. And probably if we can make cheese, that would be really useful in terms of, like we can earn some money from that. And we need, we are planning for a school building in Tarai, in the other branch. We have school building here under construction, but we do not have a separate school building in Tarai. We are running the school in the same building. The building which is used for sleeping, kitchen, everything happens in the same building. So school building there, and we are trying to find modern way of doing agriculture in Tarai. There are a lot of projects going on. We need guest house, we need a meditation hall. So all of these things are under construction. Yeah. Slowly, I think in few years, in 10 years, 15 years, I think with everybody's help, we'll be able to have all those things.
Okay, action.
Action, reaction.
Action.
Action.